Hello, folks, and welcome back to Final Factory. I have a plan that is more well formed. It might not be totally contained in this video, but I have the idea that I want to do here. So I want to start off. I'm going to go into the bauxite area, start mining that. We have 4 miners right now, and I kind of want to see if I can get them all at least there in a closer format. And that will make more sense here in a little bit here. But I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I can't do that one there. Interesting. All right, let me see if I can get these ones closer, if that works. All right. Because using space efficiently here, I think is going to be really important for us. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. We have that all in place. Throw those on there. Actually, let's just continue those a little farther. Not that it really matters, but it makes me feel better. Throw them on some junctions. All right. Okay. I'll explain the method to my madness in just a moment, but let me get this part rolling here first. So I want to do all of that. All right, so this needs to just be, nope. Just raw resources. I just want that to be iron ore. Oh, it's under construction, my bad. All right, we need more of these. All right, what are we missing from this that we can't build them? Low density structure. Nice thing is we can mine our own resources. Very similar to Minestry. If we run out of stuff, like I'm not running all the way back to our main base to do this right now. And look, our first ships are starting to show up as well. Fantastic. All right, so I can build a whole bunch more of these now. And I actually might throw those into like a junction and then have it go into 3 different storage containers, maybe. Yeah, I'm going to take all that and put that there. Okay. So once we get a junction, I might continue this out a little farther as well. So that's going to go to a junction, and then we can send that there and there. And then I can send it to storage, correct? No, I have to continue that out farther, don't I? And then I need to build some more storage. I need to figure out a way to unify all this stuff. Maybe it's with the struts. Maybe I can use the struts. I'm just curious to see if that makes them all kind of work together better or not. Because like these guys will have power if that does modify them or join them together. Nope, it doesn't. It adds to the stability. I again don't really know what that means. I haven't seen anything move really at all yet, so I don't know. Let's go ahead and give these guys some power. And if I put the go in the other direction, does it output? It does. Why, it's so odd. Why does it do it that way? I don't understand why it does that, but can I do this? That's so dumb. But it has to output. Okay. Rules are rules. So there we go. All right. So we have a couple options at this point. We can feed raw materials into places. We can keep things. There's lots of ways that I'm not sure how to explain what I want to do. But basically, I want to have. We talked about a bus last time. If I can set up a bus somewhere over here to either transport raw materials or things that we make this out of or into, that's kind of what I want to do. So I'm thinking we take one of these lines and it just feeds raw materials to wherever we're going. And then we could start sending them other places. The other option we have is that we feed all of those into one of our station things. These guys, we could feed all three of our resources. So these guys can transport all that stuff over to, let's say here, these guys transport that stuff, and then we can set up a factory that has whatever the heck we want. I don't know the best solution to it, but I'm going to try and just see what I can come up with. So I'm going to make this guy exist right there. And now I really want to try going with the cargo thing. So I need to get more logistics bays because I don't have enough. And I completely forget where they're at. There they are. There. Yeah. And we need more medium density structures. What I really should do is refine all of that stuff into a low density structure, because that's kind of the raw basic thing that we need. And maybe just have an output going somewhere for just raw materials so that if we need them, we have them. But generally we need raw materials just because we don't have the things that we actually need to have. So if we take a look at any of this stuff, what can we... You don't see any raw materials on there. It's all processed stuff. So I think we'll try to do something along those lines. So we're going to process all of this, which means we need the printers. So we'll do that. I suppose we don't need to have this going into some giant thing anymore. We just disconnect all of this, all of that, all of that. Nope. Take all of this on board for now. You can't just drag them over. You have to click in a particular box. If box does not highlight, it does not work. So like I just want to be able to drag it all. Control click to take slot items. Okay, that's better. Reading is good. All right, so that's going into there. And we should be able to output these in multiple directions, correct? Perfect. All right. And then what I think I want to do is throw them into some junctions, which I need to acquire some junctions. And then we're going to hook up printers to all those junction areas. I may need to get a little farther away, but we'll see. All right, so we have our first junction there. I can put that in place. Then we can go over to our printers. Yeah, it's not going to work because we have the solar panels in the way of that one. All right, let's see. And we also, I think, need to have the outputs going. Which actually, no, we're going to do this. Yeah, we're just going to build it out this way. Why not? That will work. And we'll do exactly what we want. Ooh. I don't know why, but I really like the comments. They just make me happy. All right, and then we can throw some solar panels on this bad boy. There we go. All right, now I can throw the printers on all those. So we have 5 of them that we should be able to use. 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh. What does that mean? Oh, it's unstable. We need another core to centralize that. Okay. So let's get 1 or 2 of those. It's the first time we had that problem, but it appears to be a rather large problem, so we need to get that fixed. There we go. Yeah, I don't need to filter anything here. It's fine. All right. So now I have all the printers. We need to set them to print low density stuff. Then we shift and right click, copied, boom, 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 boom. You can see that they're all active now. And the goal here is to feed them all into, we need some more nodes or connectors, whatever they're called. We need to be able to feed all of those together now. Bop, 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 bop. We're going to set that to just be that. There we go. All right. Throw them in there like that. We need more power. There we go. All right, and then for now, that's just going to go into a storage cube. So I'm just curious to see how long it takes for these lines to clear out. Looks like this guy has all, there's as many as we can get on there right now in that spot. But my next plan here is to use these guys to bring it down to this. And I may need to rearrange where they're located at and all that, but I can do that. So I want to use the logistics base to start transporting that stuff down. The only thing I should do, and I haven't done yet, is one of these outputs should just go to somewhere so we can save up some additional stuff. So I'm going to get rid of that guy. I'm going to take one connector and go up like that, and then I'm just going to throw a cargo thing on there. It's going to save 400 of the raw material, and that's just in case we need it. We have tons of it on board right now, so we most definitely don't need it, but just in case we do, I want to have those in place. All right, so it looks like we're doing just fine with all of that production. I'm cool with that. And nice thing is this is set up so that we can expand it equally on all sides. We just need to change where that's at. But let's see, the next step I want to try to do is feed all of this into the main core. And then the idea here is we take all of this and we just copy it and paste it over somewhere over here for that one. And then we can take that same copy and apply it to wherever the silica one was. It's way over here. We have another one we can copy and paste into there. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I want to see that we can do. I just don't know if we can or not. All right, so let's go in here. Put that like so. And then I'm going to use the cargo guys to help me figure out what is the maximum length that I can go. Oh, that's pretty good actually. Okay. So I should be able to bring that to there. And then I'll have another one. Rotate it there. And if I did this right, hopefully maybe kinda, if I understood that, take one from there to there. Okay. Just need some power. And these guys are cool because you can actually put them in the path because there's ships on like going on places. So it's pretty neat. And those cargo transporter things move a lot of stuff. You can see it fills up, transports it over. Oh, it's not doing anything over here because we don't have power right now, but that's fine. I like that we can put power stuff right underneath. That's super cool. And these things do fill up too. So they have storage on there for each item. Okay, they're not connected by a node, which is why it's not working, I think. And that's going to go into one of these. Now I should be able to store that, right? Or is it just holding on to them until there's distribution stuff so I can send things out? So let me see if that works. Can I set that node for that? Oh, it does. So these are like pass-throughs. Okay, so that's how you get your hub. You can kind of bring stuff in and then send it all. Oh, ooh. There's lots of fun possibilities with that. So we're going to need to figure out. All right, I want to copy and paste that thing so that we can do some additional work here. And I also need to set up some more stuff over here. So like a defensive structure sounds reasonable. We have that. This thing, what's the heat and all that? I don't understand the heat part of this game at all. But I do want to make sure we have some defensive stuff set up. What else do we need for this? We need more things I don't want to do right now. Okay. But what's cool about this setup here too is that if I bring all of the materials in on one side, which I'm going to try to do, then I have 3 outputs of different stuff that I can send out to different places, potentially making lots of lines of lots of things. That's the goal. We just need to see what we have to actually do to achieve that goal. And I can't copy and paste anything really right now because I don't have the resources to do so. And we have lots of resources that are being used for all kinds of stuff here. But what's nice here is I can just steal some of this stuff if I need it. And we take a look. What do I need right now? I need this, which requires, well, I really need more mining material stuff. So mining stuff, we need the iron. Okay. And that needs to be all of that. So we're going to quickly mine. Nothing too water crazy, just trying to get set up so we have all of the basic things we need. And what I'm actually going to do is I want to go over here. Yeah, I'll keep that. That's fine. But what I'm going to go in is to a storage container. So let me build a storage container here real fast. So storage container there, and then that's going to go into this thing. There we go. And again, it only holds 8 and it can hold only that much, but at least now we can distribute this. So we always have 400 on hand ready to roll at any time. And it doesn't really cost us anything to do that. In fact, it gives us a little buffer in case something gets messed up in the supply chain, something gets attacked or destroyed or whatever. It gives us a little protection there. All right. From there, I still need to get this thing set up, so I need some miners. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think we're going to need lots more resources. So I'm going to mine more of this stuff right now just to try to make sure we do our basic pork. All right, that should be enough for a good bit of stuff here. I'm just, again, covering all my bases, making sure we have that. All right, that's plenty. So now I just got to, well, first off, we got to expand our clouds out here. That's not a good sign that it came in that close. So get that. Oh, we don't even have solar panels. God help us. So once we get our solar panels, oh, there we go. We have a couple ready to roll. Okay. Got our protection there. Okay. So what else do we not have? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. And we have right now 1. So I need to build 4 more. Let's go ahead and get 4 more of our printers. There we go. And what else do we need? We need more of our connector pipes. I don't know why I keep calling them nodes, but that's what's in my brain. We need few more junctions. We're probably going to need another couple of those. All right. So we'll let all that stuff build up in our inventory. And then we're going to try to copy and paste all of that stuff. So I actually don't know how to do that. There is a blueprint thing. Haven't played with it at all. So open blueprint panel. Oh, I can only search through there. Okay, I don't want to do that. All right, let's see. So many interesting things that I don't know how to do yet. All right, so we need to get... Oh, we don't even have our mining stuff set up yet. Crap. That was the main thing I meant to do. I didn't do that yet. And we're just going to gather up all stuff again. We'll get our mines ready to roll. All right. Now I should have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even though we only need 4. I am going to try a couple different designs on these too, just to see what we can come up with. Just need to wait for us to actually get them. Although they're good now. All right, so let's see. 1. Nope. 2, 3, 4. All right. If I were to do something like this and put them on the connectors. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll keep them on the outside. Those flow into there and there. And then that can more flow like that. And then I can just add power. Okay. Well, that's there. We just need to start, firing it up. And then once we get that fired up, what we did previously was this cool little split out thing, which I don't know if is entirely necessary, but it works. So I'm going to keep it going. And then we'll figure out next steps from there. But we are going to need some more solar panels. So we'll add those to our list here. And might as well add some more of this stuff too. All of this is very resource intensive. So start with the basic there. It's going to, we need a storage one too, right? Or do we? Did it go right to a junction or to a storage thing? I went to a storage thing first. Okay. Again, gives us a little bit of buffer, which is what I'm looking for right now. And I might just make all of these output to this side. I just want to see one other thing, because I could theoretically make another whole production line right here, another one there. There's lots of cool things we could do. I just don't know how to do all that stuff yet. But I'm going to make this, and I'm going to have it output out to this side down here. So I'm going to bring it down, have it all output there, and then we can figure out how to wrap it into that. I don't know how to do that yet, or how I want to do that yet. Or I could have it go, well, I can just bring it out to, what am I talking about? I can just bring it out this way. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay. So it's going to go into a storage bin just to start us off. Then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And there we go. Okay. Then we will connect these all together there. We have power going there. Cool. Then we can throw in our printers. Where they're going to make that, and then we'll paste that onto all of those. Got all that. I need another storage bin. Throw some more junctions on there just for funsies. Oh crap. Man, they just came out of nowhere, didn't they? That was the first time we ever got attacked, I think. All right, this base is also going to need another defensive platform, clearly. So add that onto what we have there. Let's see, we need another junction over here. All right, these guys are just going to be taking those. There we go. It's all going to go into that. And I want to see more of our planet here as well, where our cloud area. Okay. So I need to bring this one over here. Well, I could. I should be able to just output it across that, right? And then bring it up, over, down, and around. Because I really want everything to come into this. I don't know if that matters, though. Because there's lots of things that only require... No, you know what I can do? I can bring them all in, either on this side, or this side, and then output them all here onto another connector where I can then do more work. So we just want to come to one of the sides, preferably the downward side, I think, is where we're going to try to get that all into. Okay. Just have to get that sorted in my mind before we start taking action on it. This part's easy, hopefully. So build that. You're going to go there. Grab you. You can go, I'm going to try to place it somewhat in the middle. I know that limits what we're doing on some of this, but that's okay. All right, and then we can just provide these guys with power. Oh, that's right. We also have the bigger ones, the advanced solar panels. Forgot we had those entirely. All right, let's get this powered up. There we go. And then we can put that back in its place. All right, so we should have multiple things coming in there, I believe. So I'm going to just see real fast. Is if I set this to be medium density, is that what comes out there? It doesn't. Huh. All right. I have to rethink some of this then. If that's how this works, I don't know what to do next necessarily with getting these distributed the way that they are. So that's... Oh, hold on. Hold on. I'm an idiot, right? Yeah, I think I'm an idiot. Hold on. Sorry. What we have over here is we have that guy coming in, space there with a storage bin, and then that connects to that. And I built it one far away. My bad. So now this one is also okay. And then that one's outputting as well. Okay. I thought I was an idiot. I'm still a little bit of an idiot, but not as big as I was before. All right. So I'm feeling better because what I'm hoping we can do here is these guys are going to be able to feed in and out. And if we can, like if I could feed another one over here so I can go up and down, that would be far preferable. Because then I can basically make a vertical construction area and have it all be set and ready to go. But right now, I am very, very excited, very, very happy with what we have going on here. Look at all of the activity. Our base has turned into, well, it's way south of our base, but there's all kinds of cool stuff happening now. And we're going to see what happens as we continue to build this out. We still have to do it with the silica one, and then we have to start making factories with all the cool new things we have. But that's a problem for another time. Folks, thanks for joining me so much, and I appreciate your time. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.